Welcome to the In Sync Now, bringing you the latest news from around the world. The global energy order has been upended. In a world where oil has long dictated the balance of power, a single discovery can send shockwaves through every continent, every market, and every government. The very foundation of how nations interact, compete, and cooperate is suddenly in flux. In August 2025, the Philippines, a nation often overlooked in the oil world, has overtaken Russia in proven oil reserves. This is not just a statistical change, it's a dramatic reordering of the global hierarchy, with the Philippines now holding more oil than one of the world's traditional energy giants. This seismic shift stems from a monumental discovery in the West Philippine Sea, thrusting the archipelago to the very center of the world's energy map. What was once considered a remote and contested region is now the focus of international attention, investment, and intrigue. The implications are immense. Financial markets reel as investors scramble to reassess their positions. Alliances shift as countries seek new partners, and the global energy trade is forced to adapt overnight. The ripple effects are felt from Wall Street to the halls of the United Nations. For decades, Russia's vast oil reserves were a pillar of its economic and geopolitical power, fueling its ambitions and shaping its relationships with the world. The sudden loss of its top spot is more than symbolic. It challenges the very core of Russia's influence. Now, the Philippines, once a minor player on the global stage, has eclipsed a giant. The nation's flag now flies over sprawling refineries and storage tanks, as production numbers soar past those of Russia, signaling a new era for Southeast Asia. What began as faint seismic whispers beneath the waves became a deafening roar. Exploratory drilling revealed a vast reservoir of light sweet crude, dwarfing even some of the most productive Middle Eastern fields. The scale of the find is almost unimaginable, promising decades of supply. The Philippines is no longer a net importer, but a potential energy exporter, rewriting the rules of global engagement. Shipping lanes are redrawn, new trade agreements are forged, and the country's ports bustle with activity as oil flows out to the world. For Filipinos, this is a moment of national transformation, an end to decades of economic struggle, a surge in national pride, and the promise of prosperity. Yet, with newfound wealth come new challenges: managing resources, avoiding the pitfalls of the so-called resource curse, and ensuring that growth benefits all. The world watches as the Philippines steps onto the stage as an energy titan, facing both unprecedented opportunity and significant risk. The choices made now will shape not only the nation's future, but the future of global energy for generations to come. The Maharlika Field, located 150 nautical miles west of Palawan, is a remote and previously untapped region of the West Philippine Sea. For decades, this area was thought to be just another stretch of open water, but recent discoveries have rewritten the story of the Philippines' energy future. Today, it stands as the epicenter of a new energy revolution, drawing attention from industry experts and governments worldwide. The field was discovered by a Philippine-led consortium, a team of visionary engineers and scientists who harnessed cutting-edge technology and innovative exploration methods to unlock its secrets. Their efforts revealed recoverable reserves estimated at a staggering 175 billion barrels, an amount that instantly catapults the nation into the ranks of the world's oil elite, rivaling some of the largest producers on the planet. Years of advanced seismic analysis, combined with powerful new algorithms, finally unveiled a supergiant reservoir hidden deep beneath complex and challenging geology, a feat once thought impossible. The oil found here is light, sweet, and highly valuable, making it especially sought after for its ease of refining and high market price. Initial wells have demonstrated extraordinary production potential, with flow rates and quality exceeding even the most optimistic projections. The Cyclab drill ship, a marvel of modern engineering, confirmed the historic find in late 2024, marking a turning point for the nation's energy sector. Each well is capable of producing over 200,000 barrels per day, a figure that promises to reshape the country's economic landscape and energy independence. Experts believe the Maharlika field could sustain robust production for a full century, providing a stable and long-term energy supply for generations to come. This discovery is set to transform the energy outlook for the entire Asia-Pacific region, strengthening trade links and shifting the balance of power in global energy markets. As word spreads, global energy players are now racing to secure a stake in what is being called the most significant oil discovery of the 21st century, ushering in a new era of opportunity and competition. The numbers tell the story. When it comes to oil, statistics aren't just figures. They're the foundation of global power, shaping economies and influencing international relations. Before the Maharlika discovery, the Philippines had just 138 million barrels in reserves, barely a blip on the world stage, and not enough to make a significant impact on its own economy or the global market. In stark contrast, Russia, with its vast territory and 80 billion barrels, was a global powerhouse, fueling industries, driving exports, and holding sway over energy-dependent nations. But now, everything has changed. The Philippines boasts an astonishing 175.1 billion barrels, leaping past Russia and suddenly challenging the dominance of Middle Eastern giants. This is a leap few could have predicted. With this discovery, the Philippines is now ranked third globally, trailing only Venezuela and Saudi Arabia, nations long synonymous with oil wealth and influence. This is more than just a numbers game. It's a seismic reshuffling of the global resource hierarchy, with far-reaching consequences for politics, economics, and even security. Production is set to skyrocket, from virtually zero to a projected 12 million barrels per day by 2035. That's not just growth, it's a transformation, one that will see the Philippines surpass Russia's current output and join the ranks of the world's top oil producers. The Philippines is now poised to become an energy superpower, reshaping global supply chains, redrawing trade routes, and forging new alliances as countries scramble to secure access to this newfound resource. Its oil will influence OPEC+ decisions, disrupt established agreements, and provide a crucial new source for major consumers like the US, China, and Japan, nations always hungry for energy security. The transformation is no longer theoretical, it's unfolding in real time. Refineries are expanding, investments are pouring in, and the world is watching closely. The world must now navigate this dramatic shift in power as the Philippines steps onto the global stage and the balance of energy and influence changes before our eyes. The economic impact is immediate and profound. The Philippines' GDP is projected to double within a decade, fueled by foreign investment and oil revenue. The stock market has soared, and millions of new jobs are being created, from engineers to logistics experts. The government's share of oil proceeds could bring in over $200 billion annually, enough to erase debt and fund massive upgrades in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. A sovereign wealth fund, modeled after Norway's, is being established to secure this wealth for future generations. The peso has strengthened, but the government must manage the boom to avoid harming other sectors. The challenge is to ensure prosperity is broad-based and sustainable. For now, optimism reigns as the nation embraces a future once thought impossible. Politically, the Philippines' status has been transformed overnight. The government enjoys record approval, but faces the test of managing oil wealth transparently. Manila is now ASEAN's energy powerhouse, wielding new leverage in regional negotiations. Neighboring countries are seeking long-term supply deals, shifting the regional balance of power. Globally, the Philippines is a key player. Washington sees a vital ally, while Beijing faces a stronger negotiating partner. Manila's decisions on oil exports and alliances will ripple worldwide, from California gas prices to Kremlin strategy. The nation's foreign policy now has a powerful new tool. The world is watching how Manila will wield its newfound influence. For millions, the oil boom brings hope. High-paying jobs, improved public services, and a reversal of labor migration. National pride is surging, inspiring a new generation of innovators and leaders. But rapid change risks deepening inequality, especially between oil-rich regions and the rest of the country. The threat of a resource curse looms: dependency, corruption, and stifled innovation. The government must invest in diversification and education to ensure long-term, inclusive growth. The challenge is to harness this wealth for the collective good, not just a privileged few. The story of the Philippines' transformation is just beginning. The world's response has been swift. OPEC Plus faces a challenge to its dominance, inviting the Philippines to join as an observer. The U.S. hails the discovery as a strategic windfall, deepening its alliance with Manila and seeking a major role in development. China, eager for oil but wary of Manila's new power, must recalibrate its regional ambitions. European and Asian importers are racing to secure partnerships, while global markets adjust to a future of greater supply. The Philippines is now a central node in the global energy network. Financial institutions are shifting capital, and energy security calculations are being rewritten. Manila is no longer a bystander. It's at the heart of a historic realignment. The world adapts, with the Philippines at the center. The Maharlika Field's promise is shadowed by environmental and governance risks. The field lies beneath a vital marine ecosystem. An oil spill could be catastrophic. Activists warn that doubling down on fossil fuels clashes with the global push for renewables. There's pressure to use oil wealth to fund a green transition, not delay it. The risk of corruption is real. History is full of resource-rich nations undone by mismanagement. The government pledges transparency, strict environmental safeguards, and a Norway-style wealth fund. The Philippines' success will depend on building robust institutions and managing this bounty responsibly. The Maharlika Field has catapulted the Philippines onto the global stage, transforming it into a future energy superpower. The nation's GDP, job market, and global influence are set to soar, but the risks, environmental, social, and political, are immense. The world is watching as Manila stands at a crossroads of opportunity and peril. The oil wealth could build a prosperous, equitable nation, or become a source of corruption and ruin. The future is no longer fate, but choice. Will the Maharlika Field fuel a Filipino renaissance or become a cautionary tale of squandered potential?